Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome to our course which is Introduction to the World of Phonics. I am Rabia Shafi. I am an ELT consultant and I have 20 years of experience in teaching, teacher education, designing materials and managing schools. I am really so excited to dive into this world of phonics with you. So let's get started. So, in today's session, we'll be talking about what is the importance of phonics, what are the problems that are faced by our learners, and how can you help them by using phonics. We'll be talking about their benefits and we'll be sharing a roadmap of the phonics program. How will we go on, what topics we will cover, and also how it will help you. So let's start with what is this course about. So if you're feeling stuck on tricky words and if your learners can't pronounce certain words, so this course is for you. If you are a learner, if you're a parent, or you are a teacher, or even a school owner, you must know that phonics is like a magic key that unlocks reading and spelling. So what will you learn? So we're going to break down the sounds that learners each letter makes and see how they work together to form words. It's like building blocks. We'll connect the sounds to make any word we see. And just imagine no more struggling with new words, and your learners will be able to sound them out with confidence, making reading fun as well as easy. So now the question is, why is this course needed? Okay, why do we need to teach phonics? Why do we need to teach reading through phonics? There is a study by UNICEF and it says that only a third of 10 years old globally are estimated to be able to read and understand a simple written story. Most of the time what happens is children just memorize the lines and they can just remember that this is written over here and this is how it is written and that is how my teacher said it. But if a new word comes to them, they cannot read or understand what that means. One of the problems is that English is a complex language, and because it has an opaque alphabetic code. And what is that? It can be particularly challenging due to this alphabetic code because it has inconsistent spelling, multiple pronunciations for the same letter. For example, C for city is a S sound, but then if you talk about cake, it has a K sound. So there is a lot of historical evidence on the spellings as well. So unlike languages with a more transparent or phonemic orthography, English has inconsistent spelling sound relationships. Orthography is the way there is a conventional spelling system of a language, how they spell their letters. So it is very different with the English language. This means that the same letter or combination of letters can produce different sounds in different words. For instance, if we talk about OUGH, in through it is oo sound, in rough it is uff sound, and in though it has o sound. So through oo, uff, and ow. So you will see that one OUGH has so many different sounds. So English contains many examples where the letter combination can be pronounced in multiple ways. Consider the letter combination EA, which can sound like E in bead, E in bread, and A in great. So these variations and a layer of complexity to the learning and teaching of English phonics make it difficult for our learners to be able to uh, understand how they're going to say a particular word. English language has been influenced by multitudes of historical events and languages, such as it has influence of Old English, it has influence of Norse, Latin, as well as French. So these influences have contributed to the irregular spelling pattern we see today. For example, the word night We don't pronounce the K sound. So it is a silent K, but it's still there. So it's pronounced not knight, it's pronounced as night. And then it confuses the learners how to know that it's not knight and it is night. So, why is phonics essential in teaching and reading? We just talked about why English is difficult for our learners to understand, why we are having this course, and now how phonics will help. Let's talk a little bit about that. So, phonics is a method of teaching reading that focuses on the relationship between sound and their spelling. So, it's a foundational skill that helps students decode and read words effectively. Let's see uh, how it is so relatable in our literacy for our primary learners. So, if we start with the impact of phonics on reading scores, according to National Reading Panel in 2000, phonic instruction significantly improved children's reading abilities, especially in the early grades. This systematic approach to teaching reading is proven to be highly effective for early literacy development, setting a strong foundation for future learning. So, phonics isn't just a popular method in a few regions, it's used in over 170 countries worldwide. The global adoption speaks volumes about its effectiveness. Phonics is a universal method for teaching reading, helping students from diverse linguistic backgrounds improve their literacy skills. So, research highlights the importance of early intervention. Students who receive systematic phonics instruction in kindergarten and first grade become better readers by the end of grade 1, and their peers who do not receive phonic instruction. This early intervention provides long term advantages in literacy and academic success. So, the earlier you start with phonics, the better for your learners. So, phonics instruction is particularly beneficial for learners with reading disabilities such as dyslexia. The International Dyslexia Association highlights that systematic phonics instruction helps these students decode words more effectively and improve their overall reading, providing them with the tools they need to succeed. So, it's going to help the learners with the special needs as well. So, you will be attaining an extra skill by learning about phonics. You can help learners with special needs as well. So, with over 300,000 words in English language, phonics provides the essential skills needed to decode and read this vast vocabulary. Our children cannot learn the spelling of each and every word, and they cannot remember the pronunciation of each and every word. So, we need to prepare them how to read, and phonics is the solution to that. So, by learning the relationship between sounds and letters, students can tackle unfamiliar words more confidently, enhancing their overall language development. Parental support plays a crucial role in reinforcing phonics learning at home. Studies have shown that children whose parents are involved in phonics based reading programs exhibit significant improvements in their reading skills. This collaboration between teachers and parents creates a supportive environment for children's literacy development. So, if you're a parent and you're here, you are doing a great job, because when parents know what their children are doing at school, they can help them sufficiently in becoming successful readers. So let's compare phonics with sight reading, when children just memorize what those words are. So, phonics involves decoding words using the relationship between sounds and letters. It's a systematic and structured approach that equips students with the skills to read unfamiliar words. On the other hand, sight reading relies on memorizing words by their appearance. While it can be effective for frequently encountered words, it doesn't help students decode new or complex words they haven't seen before. Now, let's look at the research findings on sight reading inefficacy. A study with the National Institute of Child Health and Human Development NICHD found that systematic phonics instruction is significantly more effective than sight reading. It improves children's ability to decode words, which is crucial skill for reading proficiency. Another study published in Journal Scientific Studies of Reading concluded that the students taught with a phonics based approach performed better on reading assessments than those taught with a sight reading approach. Now let's talk about some common challenges that teachers, parents, and learners face when it comes to teaching and learning to read. First, we have diverse learning preferences and paces. Every child learns differently, and it can be difficult to address each student's unique needs in a classroom setting. Teachers often face limited resources and time constraints, making it hard to give struggling readers the extra support they need. Additionally, the curriculum demands can be overwhelming, leaving little room for personalized instruction. These factors create a challenging environment for effective reading instruction. Now let's focus on the specific difficulties associated with sight reading. Sight reading relies heavily on memorization, which can be problematic. Students may struggle with new or unfamiliar words because they haven't learned the skills to decode them. This can limit their vocabulary growth and overall reading ability. Additionally, the reliance on memorization can lead to frustration and a lack of confidence, especially when students encounter words they don't recognize. These challenges highlight the limitations of sight reading as a standalone method, so we need to add something along with that. One of the reasons phonics is so crucial is because of the extensive vocabulary of the English language. As we said, it has 300,000 words. With such a vast number of words, it's impossible to rely solely on memorization. This is where decoding skills come in. Phonics teaches students to break down and decode words using their knowledge of sound letter relationships. This skill is essential for reading unfamiliar words and expanding vocabulary. By mastering phonics, students are better equipped to navigate the complexities of English language. Alright, everyone. So now we have covered the importance of phonics and some of the challenges associated with reading. Let's do a quick interactive quiz to reinforce what we have learned. This will help us review the key points and ensure that the information sticks. Don't worry, it's just for fun and learning. Take a moment to think about your answer. Question number 1. What is the main benefit of phonics over sight reading? It's helpful in memorizing words faster. It teaches decoding skill for unfamiliar words. It focuses only on common sight words. So if you said B, you're absolutely right. The main benefit of phonics over sight reading is that it teaches decoding skills, allowing students to read unfamiliar words more effectively. So let's take a moment again to think about question number 2, which is name one common problem faced by students with sight reading. A. Difficulty with new or unfamiliar words. B. Over-reliance on phonetic rules. And C. Lack of exposure to sight words. If you choose A, you got it right. One common problem with sight reading is that students often struggle with new or unfamiliar words because they rely solely on memorization rather than decoding skills. And this question number 3. How many words are there in the English language that phonics can help decode? Is it 100,000? It is 200,000 or over 300,000? What do you think? If you said C, you are correct. English has over 300,000 words, and phonics is essential in helping students decode and read these words effectively. So, great job, everyone. Quizzes like this help solidify our understanding and ensure we are all on the same page. Remember, phonics provides the tools necessary for decoding and reading a vast number of words, making it an invaluable method in literacy education. So, let's move on to our next topic now. How will this course help you? This course is designed to build strong foundational reading skills by teaching you the systematic relationship between letters and their sounds. Let's take an example here. I have a set of symbols here. If you can decipher what each means, what is this? We know that this is a rainbow, but is it a letter as well? Is this a letter? Or this one? Or this one? If you can decipher what's written, uh, talk to somebody nearby you. Can you read what's written here? For children, especially who don't understand the link between symbols and their sounds, reading becomes impossible. They just look at these lines and they're like, what is it? What is it? They can't relate that it is a symbol and there is a sound related to it. So also look at this example. Uh, Again, if you see, the symbol represents pet, pet. Now I'm sure that you can blend it to make a word. So if we tell the students that this is the individual sound, pet, they can make it pet, pet, this way. This can help them pronounce the words by pronouncing the single letter sound. How will it help you as a teacher? Phonics provides a systematic, structured method for teaching reading. So, for teachers, if you have a structured approach, it becomes really easy for you to assess where each learner is in their reading journey. You can quickly identify areas where a student might be struggling and provide targeted support to address these issues. This training ensures that teachers are confident and competent in delivering phonic lessons, which translates to better learning outcomes for students. As a parent, phonics is especially beneficial for homeschooling environments. It provides a structured approach to teaching reading, which is crucial for maintaining consistency and progress. By teaching your child basic phonics skills at home, you're giving them a strong foundation for reading success. They will be able to recognize letter sounds, blend them together, and build vocabulary faster. Struggling to read can be discouraging for young learners. Phonics knowledge empowers you to guide your learners through tricky words, boosting their confidence and making reading a more positive experience. Learning doesn't have to be boring. You can use phonics to create fun games and activities at home, sing songs that emphasize letter sounds, make flashcard games, or practice sounding out words you see in everyday life, like on cereal boxes or signs. Oh, what is this? This sound is eh, this sound is a. So, this way you can play with your children at home as well. Having a basic understanding of phonics allows you to better understand what your child is learning in school. You can participate in their learning by reinforcing concepts taught in school, creating a supportive learning environment at home. And you can also identify which areas your child is struggling with and provide targeted support as well. So, phonics can be transformed into engaging games and activities at home. And as a school owner, this phonics course offers several key benefits that will help you enhance your institution's overall performance and reputation. So, if you're implementing a systematic phonics program, it will significantly improve student reading outcomes. And it is a fact that strong literacy skills are fundamental to academic success, and students who excel in reading are more likely to perform well across other subjects as well. This course provides comprehensive training for your teachers, and it's going to equip them with tools and knowledge needed to deliver effective phonics instruction. Well trained teachers can better support their students, leading to improved classroom performance and engagement. And it is also a fact that schools that are known for strong literacy programs attract more students. I used to work in school where they used to have this phonics literacy program, and parents would tell other parents that my child can read in grade 1, and other parents would listen, and through word of mouth they would send their child to our school as well. So parents seek out institutions where their children can develop essential reading and writing skills. So by offering a robust phonics curriculum, you can increase enrollment and retention rates as well in your school. This course is grounded in research and evidence based practices. So, if you will adopt these methods, you are going to ensure that your school's literacy instruction is based on proven strategies leading to better student outcomes and academic achievement. It's time now to reflect on what we have learned so far in this video. Let's see what we have for you in this program. The phonics program is designed to teach the sounds of English language, starting from the individual sounds of phonemes and moving towards the complex combination of words. First, we'll focus on individual sounds. By mastering basic sounds, learners can start decoding simple words and gradually progress to more complex ones. Next, we will talk about vowel sounds. English has both long and short vowel sounds, which can significantly impact word pronunciation and meaning. For example, the short S sound in cat versus the long A sound in cake. Recognizing these differences is vital for accurate reading and spelling. Moving on to digraphs and trigraphs, these are combinations of two or three letters that make a single sound, like ch in chair, I in night. Understanding these combinations help students decoding more complex words. Then we will cover blending and segmenting skills. Blending is all about combining individual sounds to create words, whereas segmenting involves dividing words into their individual sounds. And finally, recognizing common sight words, we'll be talking about them, and we'll talk about how it is crucial for reading fluency. Uh, the sight words are the words that appear frequently and are often not phonetically regular, meaning they can't always be sounded out easily. We will use these strategies to teach and reinforce these words to ensure quick and accurate recognition. So, how can we overcome the misconceptions about phonics? There are so many misconceptions about phonics that it is only for the learners who can't read, it's a remedial strategy, something that we can only use when students struggle with reading. However, it should be recognized as a foundational tool essential for all students. Phonics is not just about learning to read, it's equally important for spelling. By understanding the relationship between sounds and letters, students can apply this knowledge to spell words accurately as well. There are several misconceptions about phonics. Some believe it is outdated or only useful for early learners. However, research consistently shows that phonics is effective across different age groups and is essential for developing strong literacy skill. To achieve the best literacy outcome, phonics instruction must be systematic and explicit. This means following a structured sequence of phonics skills and ensuring consistent practice. Thank you for staying with us through this video and which is on the importance of benefits of phonics. Let's quickly recap the key points we covered. We started with the importance of phonics in reading and literacy, highlighting its role in improving reading skills and comprehension. We discussed the specific benefits of phonics for learners, teachers, and parents, and school owners, showing how it helps each group in unique way. We provided a roadmap of the phonics program detailing the progression from individual sounds to more complex word structures like digraph and trigraphs, and the importance of sight words. Throughout the video, we included interactive elements like quizzes and games to help you reinforce your learning. Phonics is a powerful tool that can transform reading education and making it more effective and enjoyable for everyone. In the next session, we'll be talking about the phonemes and the sounds, all of the sounds that our learners need to remember. So, that is all for today. We'll see you next time with the sounds and letters into this world of phonics. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.